What is RM Capture? That's one of the free ones. It lets you take pictures and instantly upload those images to Rent Manager. So you can snap photos of your available units, landscaping, damages. You can basically use the camera that's on your device and upload those photos to Rent Manager in real time. RM Inspection licensed. It's going to enable you to conduct comprehensive rental unit inspections via your mobile device, so on your iPad or whatever you use, and deliver them directly to the Rent Manager online program. So it's going to basically enable you to be out in the field and completing your work, taking those pictures, and then have it automatically upload so that someone back at the office can see what's going on. From RM Inspection, not only can you take pictures, but if there's damages, you can create service issues from within RM Inspection. Typically, people use RM Inspection for the move-out inspections, move-in inspections, annual inspections. There are existing templates that you can create to use to conduct those inspections. And of course, because Rent Manager is so customizable, you can create your own templates. So all types of properties. If you have a gym, if you've got storage facility, if you've got a salon, if you've got commercial properties, residential properties, you can create whatever template you need to conduct your inspections. RM Service is fantastic. So if you use Service Manager in your Rent Manager, you're going to love this because you can practically do almost all of your work in the field instead of what traditionally people would the maintenance employees would go out, they'd write everything out by hand, go back to the office, someone had to enter it in. Now, while you're in the field, you can be tapping in that information, putting in those notes, taking those pictures, and it's all automatically uploaded. So you're saving that step. And so RM Service, this is the comprehensive work order management app. And so you can create, manage, resolve service issues. You don't even need to have an internet connection. You can actually upload it into the office after you've entered all the information into the app. So that is even an option. Enable will need to log in. They'll need their server username. And remember, that's one typically with the dash and the password. And then there's a second login screen, and that's the one that you see a picture of right there. And that's where they enter their personal Rent Manager username and password. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on. So right here, this is the Air server. It's basically able to project what I have on my iPad right now. And so if you needed to download the app, and you're on one of the devices like this, you'd be able to click on the App Store. You'd be able to search at the top. And you probably would want to put Rmapp Suite, would be one way to do it. And then you'll see that one there at the top. That's the one that you'd want to download and open. And I already have it downloaded. So I actually see it here on my screen. And when you open it up, you can see all of those apps within it there. So RM Capture, Inspection Service, and Payment. So that's how you get started. And if I were to go to my settings, this is where I'm going to see my Rent Manager information. Click back. So let's talk about RM Capture. When I click on RM Capture, it's going to say, please select or take a picture. And I've got the option to use my camera roll or to take a picture. And I can do this for lots of different things. I can take a picture and I can upload it to a unit, property, to a tenant, a prospect, an owner, a vendor. I can upload it to open service issues. I can do bill attachments. So if you have a receipt or something that you want to add to the bill or the invoice, you can just snap a picture of it and upload it. Assets, purchase orders, estimates, and then you can even upload to Upload Manager and then click and drag it to where you want in the program. So many places. All right. So a lot of people will actually use this to market their units, take pictures of their prospects. And so let's say that I'm one of the prospects here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Take Photo. All right. And this is me. Crazy. I'm going to click Use Photo. And so I've taken a picture, and now I'm going to click Attach To, that big section right there. So now I can categorize this. So let's say that you're taking every prospect that comes in, you want to take a picture and attach it to like their history notes. So I'm going to click category. These are all the ones I just listed. These are all the places that you can attach a picture. So I'm going to click prospect. And under item, I'm going to go ahead and select which prospect. So let's say that I'm Allie. Oh, okay. And then I've got history note right here, and that's where you can really attach it. You can also do it to UDFs. And I'm going to do a small size just because you might not need it to be the full size depending on what you're submitting. But obviously the bigger the size, then the more data. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to click upload photo to Rent Manager. And so now it's uploading and it tells me it succeeded. Another option, camera roll, right here. And so this is going to come in handy. Let's say that you're marketing your units and you want to attach images to the Unit Images tab. A lot of people do that because that's going to pull into your website. It's going to pull into your marketing tab. So many different things that you can do. And this is just a really great way to get that information in quickly. So I'm going to click Use Camera Roll. We'll do this one. And let's attach it to one I know is up and running. Let's try Cozumel. And we're going to leave unit image 1 and upload. All of the current outstanding inspections I have, inspections with unsaved changes, because I've actually been updating things and I haven't loaded them yet or finalized them. Unassigned inspections, so that means it's not assigned to any one of my users in the field. So basically, this is the grab bag. Anybody who wants to do that inspection, you grab it, you assign it to yourself, and you do the inspection. This section, inspections assigned to user, are ones that are already assigned to me, the person logging into the app. And so in this case, I'm logging in as the admin. So for each one of these, I've actually completed some work. If I click on one of these existing ones, assigned to user, on the app, you can see here at the top, it gives me a summary. On the left panel, it gives me the areas that I need to inspect. And then on the right-hand side, it's showing me that specific area and the items that I need to take a look at. And I need to give the status. I could potentially add a note. I could add a picture and click it and attach it immediately or upload it from the camera roll. And if there's a damage or something like that, I can select to add an issue that will also upload to the program once the inspection's been saved and completed. Now this is a template. It's already created that I have told the user, I want you to go to Riverview Apartments. I want you to inspect living room, kitchen, master, bedroom, bathroom, and the other bedrooms. And those are all the things I want you to do. This is really great for streamlining the process. You don't have to have only one template like I mentioned before. You can actually create new templates. And so go back to the app and click Add New in the top right here. I can select the property that I want to inspect, the unit that I want to inspect. Oh, Skyline. And then the type, is it going to be an annual inspection, move in, move out? Let's say it's annual. And see right here, custom template. If I don't have an existing template, I could actually just say there's 3 areas that I want you to go through and then edit it from there. If I click on custom, I can still see all my other templates. So I've got options. Typically, you'll want to set up a template first and then use that going forward. But if for some reason you don't have a template set up, you can still use this custom option and do numbers of areas. And let's say that there's 3 areas I need to look at Skyline Chili. So when I hit OK, it's just named the generic areas. All right. And then from here, I can add items. And so within each area, what are the things that I want someone to go and check? So if I wanted to add another item, I could then either go to template and say, okay, these are the ones that are already available. So let's say that one of them ends up being one of the bathrooms. I do want them to inspect the toilet. I can hit OK, and now it's added the toilet item. If I don't want this new item to say new item, I can always edit it. So maybe it's something that I don't currently have as one of my item options. Dispenser, you know what I mean. So let's say I click save. I don't have that. If I go to add item, I don't have that in my template. They're not available there. So if it's something out of the ordinary, that's where you can actually customize it. If it's something you're not going to use all the time. But these are the typical ones we see people using. So that's why they're in there. And so from there, you can do all the same things. Let's say for area 2, same concept. What things do I want to edit? And I can edit and add items and customize from there. All right, so I'm now ready to start going through and doing all of these different checks. So for the appliances, I'm going around, I'm checking it out. What is the status? So I'm going to click on status. They all look good. All right, so I don't need to maybe do anything. Now it's up to you and your business. Do you want them to take a picture if it's in good status or only if it needs repair? That's up to you. Sink. Let's say that that's good too. So they're moving right along. Okay, now they can go to the next area, bathroom 1. What does the toilet look like? Maybe it looks like it's needs repair for whatever reason. All right, then you could go and you could take a picture of that immediately. I don't have a toilet over here, but I'm just going to go ahead and take a picture. Let's say that this is, yeah, that bucket is all they have. So it needs repair. So you can attach that picture if it's something that needs repair. And if for some reason it also isn't acceptable, this is also where you can add an issue. All right, so it did bathroom 1 dash toilet, and if you want, you can attach the image. Now, something else that's really cool is if I add a note in there. All right. Then if I put a note in there and then click add issue, that's going to be pulled into the issue I create. So add the note first, then add issue if you're going to, so that all the information can be pulled in. And if I want to attach the image, I can literally just check that box there. Let's say that the pipes are missing, right? So then that's something that we need to look into. So I'm going to go to the next one. Let's say that for the second bathroom, it is all set up. It's all good. You guys are probably thinking she's crazy, right? Like, what? A bucket. The dining area. All right. So let's say status. That's all good too. Everything's going great. Walls, they're good. Now, if you wanted to use and attach something from the camera roll, let's say that you took all the pictures at once and you want to attach it from the camera roll, same kind of concept. You would click camera roll, and then you would go and find the picture of the wall or whatever it is that you're checking out. There's the wall, let's say. So now we've reviewed everything, and so far everything was good except for that first bathroom. So we can go to review complete. And what this is going to show us in the top under review inspection right here, items to, statuses to, notes 0, picture 0. It should actually have those added. I don't know about that review. Inspection status, that might be because of how I haven't saved it fully. It's new right now. If I want to close it, I can close it. If there's pending maintenance, I can select that. So let's say that I'm going to have somebody go ahead and take a look at that pending maintenance with those issues later. So what I did, I'm done, I'm closed, I'm going to close it out. I then have the option to group new issues. So I should have at least one in there to repair the toilet, and I think I created a service issue from that. So I could actually group that and leave that alone and have it be its own separate ticket. Or let's say that for that first bathroom, there were 2 tickets I need to create, right? Because the pipes are missing. If I select by area, it'll group both of those tickets together. If I select all, and let's say that the bathroom 2 also had things that needed to get done, everything in the whole inspection, if there were 3 or 4 tickets, if I select all, they're all going to be grouped together. So those are the different options. If I click none, the 2 issues I've created for bathroom 1, they're just going to pull in as 2 separate issues. You can type in the note. And now this section right here is for signing. So the inspector is the one saying, yep, I completed this. I took a look at everything, and this is what I found. All right, so they can type that, click done, and sign it with their finger. And then the tenant, so whoever is representing Skyline Chili here, would go in, sign inspection. Yep, you completed it, so that they were around, they saw what was going on, they agree, or they know that you just did the inspection. What's really cool also here at the bottom, email tenant, owner, and email other. This is pulling from those preferences we looked at earlier and our options. And these are great. So you can just literally select those. And if you want to type in another one, you could start typing in your email address just like that. All right, go away. There we are. We're just going to email the owner. So once you've reviewed everything, you've added the settings in there, you can click Complete Inspection, and that's going to submit the inspection. So now it's going to actually pull into my rent manager. Now it's uploading all the pictures. It's creating those service issues based off my settings. If there are pictures, they'll show up. You can make them small, large, whatever you need. And here at the top, I can see how many actionable items are there. Well, that first bathroom had 2, so that's why it's pulling in that way. I can see the type of inspection, all the other information there at a glance at the top. And then as I scroll down, I can see all the notes, all of the different things I put in there, the signatures. From here, I could email it out. I can print it, I can save it, lots of different things. Then there's a second report, Print Inspection Summary Report. And this basically just kind of consolidates everything without the pictures, but it kind of just shows all of the statuses and the items and things. All right. Let's move on to RM Service. So this is a very awesome app. This is a licensed one. This is where you can actually do all of your field work, or add all of your notes and do all of the different things that need to get fixed out in the field straight and put it into this app. All right. And you can see the description right there. View, add, or edit service issues for Rent Manager, including history notes, parts and labor, and links. So when I click on this, these are all of the issues that are currently assigned to me. All right, so I've got actually some office work I need to get done. It looks like take payments to the bank, but then I also have other issues. I have to paint something. There's a burner that's not working. So these are the ones that have shown up for me. Now, if I wanted to filter so I don't just view my issues, I can actually select it so I can view other people's issues. Nikolai's got a ton, poor guy. So maybe I want to try to help him out with some things. But so these filters here at the top are really nice. My issues, someone else's issues. A lot of times people will create a filter for high priorities. You can sort by status. So these are tons of options there at the top that you can play with. Now let's say that I have, the burner not working. Let's see if this is already in progress. So right here when I click on an issue, I'll be able to see the issue title at the top. If there's due date or category status, any one of those, I can enter that. And this actually looks like it already was something I did. I can see my hours there. And that's because I actually did a check-in and a check-out time on this issue, but it looks like I just didn't resolve it and close it out and save it. So that would be the final thing I need to do. Let's go to a new issue here. Let's say that I'm out in the field and someone runs up and they're like, I need your help. I can create an issue on the fly by clicking this add button here at the top. and then type in the issue. So maybe there's something like, door broken. Oh, they have little, oh, sad face. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's great. Um, all right, so you've got the issue line. I have no idea what that's going to look like in Rent Manager. That's the first time I've been able to pull that up. They're always updating this. It's phenomenal. You can click on the due date. So maybe this is something I just need to get fixed by tomorrow. This person is all distraught. Okay, the category, same as everything you can see in Service Manager, should pull into the app for the most part. So practically everything. So maybe this is a maintenance. And again, depending on your business, you decide how you categorize things, what these different statuses mean. Maybe I don't need to, put it within a project or a certain priority. I'm going to assign it to myself. The door was busted. All right. So I'm done with this. I can click save. All right. So I've got that issue now in there. And now I see it's added to the issues that I need to complete. This little thing that just popped up is the notification pop-ups that are new. Those are awesome. As soon as you get something assigned to you, these pop-ups will show. So if I assign something to Nikolai on his app, this pop-up would show up too if it was assigned to him. But because I assigned this ticket to me, I got the pop-up. So now I'm going to go back to that. Let's say that, all right, let me follow you to, Brittany, she's the one, let's say, was the person that had the issue. So I want to link her to the ticket or whoever the tenant I can find is. So here at the very bottom, you're going to see details, links, user defined, and parts and labor. I'm going to click on links. And here I can click add link. Links are important because if you want to attach it to a tenant record, you have to add the link. So let's say it was Abby. She's the one that was all, I need it. Fix this door. I'm gonna have a party. So Abby, I attached the tenant and notice it also attached the unit link and the property link. That makes things a lot easier for me. So now I'm going to go to user defined. Is there anything in here that needs to be filled out? Does the tenant have to be present? Let's say no for, she's like, just at all costs, fix that door. There's lots of other things that you can put in here. You can do attachments. And so maybe she wanted you to take a picture of that door. You could click the add photo option and either select it from taking the picture now or from the camera roll. And so let's say here's the busted door. There it is. Oh, it's got a huge crack in it. So we've added that to the attachments. And then for parts and labor, we're going to come back to this. So we're in there, we're adding information. We could click save now. Let's say that I come back later and it looks like, all right, I've checked out how much the door is going to cost. I've checked out all these different things. And so now I'm coming back. I'm going to put that door on there. So I'm going to come back into the issue. Oop. And so from here, if I click on the door broken one again, I can go to the parts and labor section and I can add that in. So if I go add parts and labor, it's going to look very similar. It's going to pull in the links and everything I need. And let's say for the vendor, it was Home Depot. I went and bought the door. So I'm going to select that from my items. I can put the quantity. I can make sure the price, let's see, it's cost $2.50. Ouch. And then I can go ahead and click save. All right, so now I have that information in there under parts and labor. So I'd be able to go and see that there in the parts and labor. Now, something else that's actually really cool under services is the service tech map. And so if I click on this, I don't see any dots and things like that right now because I actually haven't checked in while I've been working on my issue. But let's say that I go back, I've got the door with me, and now I'm ready to do the repair and I have to check in, check out of the issue. What you can do in the app is when they open up the issue to work on it, they can click this check-in button. Once they click check in, the hours are going to start adding up. And they're even going to include their GPS coordinates, which is where this map comes into play. So now that I click refresh, I see, up, Sabrina's checked in, she's fixing the door. Depending on how long it takes is how many hours are going to show up, and it's going to be, by percentage there. So you can add the hours that way. You can also add them manually on the ticket, but then you'll lose that GPS coordinates, all the information there. So that's something that's pretty sweet, is that service tech map. If you've got a lot of issues and you can see where people are working, the person back at the office could then assign it out. All right, let's take a look at what else I want to take a look at here. Okay, that is ARM service in a nutshell.